Ben's up. Ben says, hey guys, 2 questions. Number 1 is, if for one niche I have a site with a branded network around it, triggered by RSS, and a YouTube channel triggering a tier 2 network, a 2-tier network, then the Google properties in the branded network around the site, okay, Blogger, Google Plus page, also used in the tier 1 ring triggered by the YouTube channel, so that they would be populated with posts and videos. If for one niche I have a site, are the Google properties in the branded network around also used in the tier 1 ring triggered? Well, you can, Ben. You don't, I mean, it's up to you. Look, we've covered this a lot of times. I'm going to cover it again, but I do want to point something out, guys, because I saw this earlier, so I pulled this up. We do have a knowledge base, support.semanticmastery.com. Okay. So if you go in there and you click on the IFTTT SEO Academy category, there's pages and pages in here of support of frequently asked questions. And this is one that comes up similar. It's not 100% exact match, Ben, but this is very similar to your question. But right here it says, if I have a YouTube channel and a branded website, can I syndicate both to the same network via IFTTT? So I just want to point this out, guys, because I know we have some of the same questions come up almost every week, or often enough that we put them in the frequently asked questions section. And so I just want to point this out, that this is a resource that you guys have to get your questions answered, so you don't have to wait until Wednesday. Okay. But that said, let's cover this briefly. All right. You can, if I've mentioned this many times, but if you have a branded tier 1 network and it's being fed or triggered by your money site, which is what I recommend if you are using both a YouTube channel syndication network, so YouTube syndication network, and a money site blog syndication network, right? If you're going to use both for the same project, the same brand, then most of the time what I want to do is put the tier 1 branded network attached and triggered by the blog itself. And then the YouTube channel, I will put just persona-based rings around that. Tier 1 rings, or tier 2, whatever you want, as many as you want, because it doesn't matter. There's no footprint issues with YouTube. Still to this day. That could change at any moment. I don't expect it to, but it could at any moment. But to this day, there's no footprint issues with syndicating YouTube videos the way that we have the applets or the recipes set up. Okay. So, but there is with your blog syndication networks, there can be footprint issues, especially with 2-tier networks if you're using those. So I don't recommend using those unless you're using something like RSS Masher, or if you want to go through all the additional trouble of related content feeds, blah, blah, blah. We've been over that too. But put the tier 1 branded network attached to the blog, because you want to benefit your money, your website, your domain, more so than you want to benefit YouTube, right? Because you own that, so to speak, right? You own the website. Whereas YouTube, YouTube's just allowing you to use some space, right? To rent basically a channel on their site. So I always like to push the authority over to the money site if possible. That's why I like to use the branded ring for the money site, and then all persona-based rings for the YouTube channel. Guys, this is only for if you're going to be using both the YouTube channel and a blog syndication for the same brand. Okay, you guys get that? I just want to clarify that. However, here's the thing. If you want to have your YouTube channel and your blog trigger the same network, that's perfectly okay to do. It's the same brand, right? So it makes sense to do so. But what I recommend is, a lot of times people will publish videos to their YouTube channel, and then they'll take the YouTube video and publish it to their blog, and they won't change anything. They won't add additional text. They won't change the titles. They won't do it. Like, in other words, whatever the title of the video was on the YouTube channel, they go embed it into a post on their blog, and then they use the same title from the YouTube video as the blog post title. And then they usually don't add any content below it, or if they do, whatever. My point is, what happens is, if you do that, where both the YouTube channel and the blog are triggering and syndicating to the same network, the same branded network, or even just a handful of properties within the same network, my point is that it will end up looking like duplicate posts unless you end up making the blog post unique somehow versus just the YouTube video. So let's put it this way, to try to clarify this, or to make this a little bit more clear. If you publish a video to your YouTube channel, then you want to publish it to your blog, that's perfectly fine as well. But make a more blog appropriate style title and add some additional content. One thing that I love to do is to actually take whatever video it is that I'm going to embed into a post on my money site and have it transcribed. right? So have it transcribed and then use the transcription text as blog post text, because now, and remember, again, make the title more like blog appropriate, right? Because now when you publish, when you first uploaded it to your YouTube channel, it's going to syndicate out to that network with that the YouTube title and all that. But then when you publish it to your blog, if you switch it up, make it unique enough, even if the same video is present in the post, it doesn't matter because it's a unique post. Does that make sense? It's a different title and you have additional content. So it's not just a republishing of the same video. And the problem occurs when because it looks spammy, guys. If you have in your branded network basically what looks like duplicate posts, because one came from YouTube and one came from your money site, and there's very little differences between the two, then it's going to look like duplicate posts on your branded properties, which can end up getting them terminated for spam. That's my whole point. Okay, so if you want to syndicate from both to the same network, I recommend just switching it up enough on the blog when you republish your video to your blog to make it unique, to make it to where it's not duplicate content anymore. You can be the same video, that's fine, but just switch up the title and add some content, some additional text below the video or in the post itself. Okay? So that's perfectly fine to do, just to let you know. Like I said, that's what I recommend doing, guys, because you don't want to, I mean, unless you're using it for spam purposes, I wouldn't want to be cluttering up my branded properties with duplicate posts. Okay?